Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy OCZ Savage. Today we got another deck build. In this one, I'm going to be showing you guys a super duper strong shotgun tala build. And this one's going to be really good for No Hope, good for Nightmare, all that. And it's also going to be really good for Trials. Now, I've been using this build for probably like the past week. I've been doing just No Hope acts, doing Trials, and this thing absolutely shreds. So what we're going to be doing is pretty much a whole lot of weak spot damage. You know, we're going to have shoddy damage for No Hope. Now using Talo, you're going to be adding in the bleed. And the bleed is so overpowered. It does so much extra damage. So pretty much what you want to think about, like whenever a slasher walks up, you know, he hits you with a couple slashes and that bleed timer goes up and up. You know, if he hits you with 10 good slashes, you're pretty much dead. That's the same way that the bleed's gonna work on this Tala build with shotgun. Now, the super cool thing about it is we're gonna also be using fill 'em up with lead. And if you just hold on to your bow, you could pretty much use the bow to proc up your fill 'em up with lead, you know, get it up to 6-7 stacks, and then you just switch to the shotgun and you just let it go crazy. Now this thing, especially with the weak spot and the pure damage I'm gonna be showing you guys, you're pretty much going to be able to like 2, 3, 4 hit mutations. And this here is on trials. So I'm playing on, you know, one of the hardest difficulties, have all the modifiers turned up and whatnot. And you're even shredding these mutations. So it's definitely super fire. Make sure you guys smack the like button on this video so that way it can reach all the Back for Blooders. Also too, make sure you guys hit that sub button. We got more on the way. Got a nice little got a nice Doc Melee deck. I got a couple other decks on the way I've been working on, so make sure you guys hit that sub button. But for this build, again, it's going to be so strong. And I actually think right now this is one of the strongest builds you can do on the game. And then especially if you use it on Tala with the extra bleed, that's just going to give you all the more damage that you need to pretty much kill the mutation. And the cool thing about it is if you hold on to the bow, and especially if you're doing trials when it's headshot only mode, the bow, actually, you can still kill them with body shots. And then in combination with the phosphorus tips, and then we're going to be using pyro on this one as well, you're going to be able to kill mutations far before they even get close to you. So I definitely know you guys are going to love it. Now for this first variation, this is going to be more of just a weak spot variation. This is going to be the No Hope variation. So we got the glass cannon, the hyper focus shredder, fill them up with lead. Then we're going to have Rolling Thunder and Shell Carrier, so we'll definitely have enough ammo. Now for the second variation, this is going to be the Trials variation. So if you're using the first one, instead of having the Patient Hunter and then instead of having the Rolling Thunder, we're actually going to throw on Stealthy Passage. Because if you're doing Trials, you're going to have a way to get through alarm doors. And then what we're also going to do is throw on Ammo for All. And this card is so good, especially if you're playing with bots. This is going to give the bots more damage on their guns. And then of course also gives you extra damage as well. But having the bots with extra damage, it just helps them literally mow down stuff that much faster. And then another cool thing about this build as well, since you're going to be doing it on trials, and you know everything's headshot only mode, as long as you hold on to the bow, you'll be able to pretty much pyro all the small ridden, get a whole lot of heals from that. Now this third variation, this one is definitely one of my favorites. Pretty much what we're going to be doing is all weak spot damage. So we're going to have our Killer's Instinct, we're going to have our Hyper Focus, we're going to have our Ridden Slayer, and then also too, we're going to be rocking Mag Coupler. So with the Mag Coupler, you're going to be able to reload so fast that you know, you're not going to be able to aim down the sights, but if you hold on to the bow, you'll just pretty much proc the bow up with the fill 'em up with lead, and then you'll switch to your shotgun and you'll just go absolutely crazy. I'm talking, I was using this on No Hope, 1, 2 shot in mutations. And then of course, if you're still rocking the Belligerent or the Confident Killer, because of course you guys can customize this however you like, you know, take some cards out, put some cards on that you like. But if you're using either Belligerent or Confident Killer, probably I would say like 1/4 through the map, you're gonna already kill so many mutations that the amount of damage that's gonna stack, you're literally just gonna be 1-2 shot and everything. So I definitely think this build is super duper good. Down in the comments, let me know, are you guys using Tala? Have you guys been doing the shotgun bleed? Again, I honestly think this is one of the strongest builds you could be doing in the game. Now, of course, you know, you could definitely do this on like a gym. You could do this on a walker. But the thing that I think takes the damage over top with this is going to be the bleed damage. Because, you know, all the small mutations, you'll basically be able to kill those anyways. You know, if you have a melee guy on your team, they're going to pretty much be able to kill all the smalls. But for the actual mutations, especially when they're like monstrous, you know, they're volatile. You got monstrous bruisers that take some hits. You know, you got monstrous tall boys that rush you fast. You definitely want to have somebody on your team that can literally just 2, 3, 4 shot that mutation, kill him before he even has a chance to even swing at anybody. And this is definitely going to help you guys pretty much get through all the trials of the worms. You know, this I was doing on 32.4. And so every single thing is monstrous. Everything is volatile. You know, max ridden, max bosses. You get 2 bosses every round. Then you get a random roaming boss. And this build pretty much took me all the way through it. I ended up getting like around 1,100,000 points. So it was a little bit less than the score that I had before. But I did kind of mess up. I didn't return some totems. Somebody died on one round. So I definitely think this is the build that I'm going to be using in order to pretty much get like 1,200,000 to 1,500,000 on the trials. So I definitely think this build is super strong. Again, down in the comments, let me know what you guys are doing on Tala. You know, of course, the bow is always going to be good. You know, using the fill 'em up with lead, having that bow as a secondary, it makes it really, really easy to go through the maps. Because whenever you kill things with the bow, it has a built-in silencer on it. You know, so you could just walk around, you know, crouch walk, kill all the zombies with the silence. I mean, it would take a really long time, but I think that's the easiest way to get through trials. Just have a nice shotgun Tala build and then have a nice bow on the side. And then, of course, once you get like a good blue bow, you know, get yourself a good blue shotgun, you're literally gonna be melting. And as you can see here, like this is a monstrous ogre. You know, if I was doing a melee build and I was just shotgunning this, it would probably take me like, I don't know, 7 to 10 minutes to kill this thing. But on this build, you're literally ripping them in like 3-4 clips. So this is definitely an overpowered build. Again, make sure you guys run out, try this in No Hope. I was literally running through No Hope. It literally felt like Nightmare or Veteran or something, like the speed in which the mutations were dying. And then, of course, whenever you're just playing No Hope, you know, it's not headshot only mode. You know, it's not as, you know, everything's not monstrous. You know, the common aren't completely sprinting every time, ferocious common. So again, I definitely appreciate you guys stopping in and checking out the vid, and I'll see you on that next one. Peace.